Bobby Lee needs a reality check. Nice.
And current behavior. You know, I think the whole George Janko situation is really bringing some of this to light, because this isn't a one-time thing from Bobby. I mean, he's been doing this stuff forever, but I think this situation is making more people realize how weird and creepy he can be.
Wait, what the fuck?
And I gotta say, it's almost impressive how he's managed to pull this stuff off and not get any trouble for it. You know, because if any other celebrity were to do this, their career would be over. You know, they'd be canceled. And I'm not saying he should be canceled, but I just think more people should call him out and check him on this stuff, because, you know, he's been doing this for such a long time. He just thinks it's no big deal. And his fans never really seem to hold him accountable. I mean, he has such a bizarre fan base. They treat him like a child that could never do anything wrong, which just enables him.
Kind of is a man child.
You know, he's been doing this stuff forever. And you would have thought after Me Too, he would tone it down a notch, but that didn't really happen. And on Impulsive, he's grabbing George Janko's dick. He keeps touching him. He makes him smell his balls. And then when George brings this up and doesn't even really say anything that bad about Bobby, like he just says that's what happened, and he doesn't complain about it that much. But Bobby's fans, they say, George sounds like a bitch. Dude is so unfunny and sensitive. Oh my God, this guy can't stop crying already. How does somebody...
Bruh, I'll tell you right now, some dude takes his pants down like that and he ain't fucking got a set of tits or something. Yeah, somebody fucking puts their shit in my face like that, bruh, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of their ass, bro.
Somebody's so emotional, think he's gonna make it in comedy. And it's crazy, because you know, if this were the other way around and somebody were to do this to Bobby and he was uncomfortable with it, his fans would be so defensive and they would go after that person and say Bobby's a victim. You know, they would just get really worked up about it. But of course, when Bobby's doing it to somebody, it's like, oh, you know, it's just innocent Bobby. He couldn't hurt a fly. And his fans seem to think it's funny. Like, this is kind of part of his comedy, and his fans love it. Like, there's this one show he did, and as soon as he got on stage, he lifted his shirt up and told some guy to touch his stomach, and then he grabs the guy's hand and puts it on his dick.
Muscle, that's one muscle. It's very soft, fucker. Touch it, touch it. Come here, come here, come here, touch it. Right here, okay. I trick you. I sneaky.
Yeah, and that guy didn't look too happy about it. You know, it's crazy Bobby hasn't gotten hit for this. Like, if he does that to the wrong person, it's not going to go well. I mean, George said he wanted to hit him when he kept doing that stuff to him. But thankfully, there are some fans of Bobby's that are waking up and being like, yeah, Bobby is just really creepy. There's no denying at this point. You know, there's so many examples of it. Like him on those morning talk shows where he keeps trying to kiss the hosts and touch them and just make them really uncomfortable. And of course, most of his fans probably just think it's funny and he's doing a bit, you know, it's for comedy. But still, I mean, this is just some weird, perverted behavior.
That on TV, I'm so
Bobby,
sorry.
let's talk about your hair. Can we talk about what is it with the Addison Improv guys with
the comedians at Addison Improv? I don't know what it is.
No, you're you know.
Oh.
Yeah, really, calm down, bro.
A little sneak attack, you know? Ask me, please. Can I touch your legs? Because they're so nice.
Are there,
Don't touch mine.
Are there comedians?
Wow, bumpy.
She actually physically said, don't touch mine when asked. And like the first thing he does is touch hers and then immediately grab her.
Are
Like,
there comedians?
and then like that's the fakest shit right there ever. But you could see like her immediate reaction. It's like, get your fucking hand off me, dude.
Wow, bumpy.
Like, you've already been kissing me and shit on the face and on the neck when I'm telling you not to. Get the fuck off of me, bro.
Real bumpy.
I didn't shave because I didn't. I wanted to keep you off.
You're on television, please.
No one can see if I'd shaved or didn't shave that far away.
I know. Don't be mad at
I'm
me.
trying to ask real questions, and this is what happens all the time. You can see Bobby Lee.
I'm at the Addison Improv all weekend.
And like I said, I don't think there's a single other person that would be able to pull this off and not get canceled or just lose their whole career, basically.
Oh, sure.
And there's also this other moment where he's chasing this woman around, trying to kiss her and touch her feet. And Bobby has a foot fetish, which he also brought up when Bobby Altoff was on his podcast, which I'll get to. But first, here's another one of his morning talk show appearances.
Come on, good to see you. Because you were on paternity leave last time, right? It's good to see you.
Fucking ass cracks hanging out.
I love it. I lived in Europe for a while. That's how we kissed.
Yeah,
that's how we kissed.
Did he lick you?
Fine. I don't have the bird flu. Do it again? What am I? What? Where are you going?
Do not kiss my ankle, my ankle bone.
My bad. I'm sorry, come back. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, everybody. Everything's fine. Come back. I want to assault you anymore.
No, I don't trust you.
Why?
Literally, don't kiss my ankles. Like, what the
Because I can see you
From a
jumping
mile
on
away,
me.
and I see you too. I see you too.
We have dogs. You have a dog.
I have a dog. Come here right now. You're being so rude right now. You're being so rude right now. Come back to the seat. Come back to the seat. Come back to the seat. You're being so rude right now. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. I apologize. My bad. I'm sorry. If you get up again, I swear to God, I'm never gonna come back here. Okay? Anyway, I have 3 cats and a dog, and God, those ankles are so appetizing.
Oh my God, that's got really.
I just want to.
Bruh.
And I'd say the only defense here for Bobby is if these people know who he is and know what he's like, you know, they know that he's always doing creepy and gross stuff, so they kind of expect it. But they all look pretty uncomfortable. And then also, like I said, Bobby Altoff was recently on Bad Friends, and Bobby just couldn't help himself and asked her if he could see her feet. And you could tell, like, I know her shtick
Ugh. I don't know who this Bobby
was
Montoff or
acting
whatever.
uncomfortable and awkward and weird and everything, but I think she was getting fed up with him. It definitely seemed like that.
True.
That's true. Interesting. I would love to see your feet.
Thank you.
Jiminy crickets.
Jiminy Crickets, I fucked up.
Why would you say that out loud?
I was looking at her boots right now. I go, like the boots, but I'm like, what's underneath it? And I go, probably nice feet.
You're not saying that in a gross way, are you, bud?
Not in a sexual, no.
All right.
I don't find her sexually attractive.
How big are your feet?
Why?
Do you get like a little lint between your toes? Or?
Will you save some and send it to him?
No, it's just, this is weird. This is what you do to me. When I'm gonna leave here and tell people you're so
What?
weird.
You
How-
say Bobby was weird?
That's so
Yeah.
fucking. It's so crazy because it's like, why can't you ask these questions?
And I think since he's done this stuff for such a long time,
Well, I
he's gotten
mean,
away with
like-
it, he just has no filter. Like also with that
Like for me, when it comes down to it, it's like if it's your fetish, it's essentially like a sexual organ to you. So it's like you can't go up to a random person and be like, you know, how big's the head of your dick, or is your asshole brown, or are your nipples pink? You know what I mean? Like you kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who the fuck she is. She's attractive. You know, she's not the most beautiful woman in the world. I don't know how big her feet are or aren't, but like. It's some weird shit, bro.
that Tijuana story, he told that on so many different podcasts, and even if it's made up, I don't know why you'd want to make something up like that and make yourself look that bad.
Humanity
You know, if you
is
remember, the story
shackled.
was he went down to
I will
Tijuana
find the
and
key.
basically sexually
Push your
assaulted a
limits.
prostitute who
Nothing
looked like
breaks
she was
that I
around
cannot
14 or
mend.
15 years old. So that could be made up, but I think it's just pretty obvious at this point that Bobby's a degenerate and he's gotten away with this
Bobby's definitely degenerate.
stuff for so long, and his fans have defended him that he just feels comfortable
If you
saying
ever
and
need
doing
help,
whatever
just
he
fly
wants.
to me, Angela.
But after the George Janko situation, I think some more
my
people are waking up to
hero.
this. So I
You're
think he
like
might
a
have to
knight
change a
in
little bit,
flying
but
armor.
we'll see.
That's what
so
I'm
that's
going
about it for this
for.
video.